Well, it's official. There's my bed in my bedroom. There's my window over here shut. This one over here is open. And it is raining outside. If you can believe that. Rain. Isn't that crazy, folks? First night at the cabin. I think we're going to have thunder and lightning tonight, so should be a very exciting evening. So I got my sleeping bag, got a wool blanket for a pad. It's going to be probably 60, so I'm going to be probably on top of that bag most of the night. It's going to be warm. But you know what? We are going to love it. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, P.S. Blue is here. Oh, I forgot to take his leash off. He'll probably be sleeping in bed with me tonight, and I'm going to let him. Well, tonight, my first night at the cabin, and I am getting thunder, lightning, and rain. When the wind blows, it lights up the tree up above just drops, big raindrops around the cabin roof. Really sounds cool. I'm looking forward to sleeping in this dude tonight. It's a little humid. I got my sleeping bag. I don't know if I'm crawling in or laying on top, but it may be a few hours before I actually crawl inside this bag. Just a wee bit warm. That was a nice big flashy dude. But yeah, so we're storming up here in Oregon. And let me tell you folks, some of you guys, I know my cousin Missouri, they get heat lightning just dang near every night in the summer. And I know a lot of you guys in the South do that. Alabama and Ohio and all across the Midwest part of America. Here, man, I tell you what, we never get it. It just never happens. So to us, it's kind of like a big deal, like, oh boy, stay up, watch the lightning. It's cool, even though it's not cool. Very dangerous. It's a horrible thing in reality. Starts a lot of fires. But if you're at a safe distance and watching it, I don't feel so bad. I just hope the rain puts out the fires as the lightning starts. All in good turn, right? All in good turn. So, as the evening progresses, there may be more video, there may not. We'll see how it goes. But I'm glad you guys are with me. I sure feel safer, just knowing you're here. Whew. Well, good morning, everybody. Me and Blue had to move over to the front room. Yeah, my buddy dog here slept with me all night. He hopped into bed. You heard my backside, didn't you, pup? Yes, you did, big boy. You slept with me all night long. And you know, my first night up here, and what do we get? Thunder and lightning. It must have rolled on 2-3 hours last night. One of the biggest thunderstorms I think I've ever seen in my whole life here in Oregon. And I've been here 70 years, and that was the biggest. It roared, it rained hard. It rained so hard on my roof, I didn't know if you could talk to somebody because the rain was so loud pounding on the roof. It was a beautiful thing, actually. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And I tried really hard to video some lightning out my window. It's hard to catch that, hard to time it. I did get some, and I will show you that. What little I did get. But you know, it was comfortable up here. I mean, my cot out here in the front room. I mean, I'll tell you, I think for an hour or two I didn't even use it because it was just so warm. I actually had the thing opened up and I just kind of laid here enjoying the temperature because the temperature was warm enough. And old Blue here, he slept like a baby, didn't you, bud? He slept right through all that storm, and I was thinking, by golly, he's gonna not like it and freak out on me, but there was none of that. So yeah, what an exciting evening for my first night in the cabin as a sleepover. I thought maybe the good Lord here is going to give me a light show, and he was celebrating as much as I was celebrating. I enjoyed the moment. So let me show you what's going on outside. I got a lot of fog from all that rain, and yesterday it was 86 degrees. I think today we're probably going to be in the low 70s because of this rain. Good chance, I mean, I get to 70 today because it rained so hard. But get the camera and I'll show you what's going on outside. You'll have to excuse my looks, okay? It's a little early. There you go, that's the shot of the house down below, and you can see the sky just came to the ground. Normally when you look straight out there like that, you see a mountain range over there full of trees, but not this morning. Put my glasses on. And the first time ever, if you look here, that is my trailer sitting outside the cabin. We really had to jack the back of that truck up, boy. Me and Jacob took a while to get that on blocks to get the height right. But my neighbors are my wife and my little granddaughter Jazzy. She's the only one that would stay with Grandma last night. And boy, I tell you what, Jazzy went to sleep early. It was around 10 o'clock. She went to bed. So she missed all the lightning and thunder, which is probably a good thing. I might have scared her to death, poor little girl. She's only 5. So yeah, sky looks a little freaky this morning for what happened. A little freaky. But yeah, by golly, we had a good night in the old cabin. Well, there's my Murphy bed. It's down. We were planning on sleeping there, but it just didn't happen. I thought, man, when all that thunder and lightning happened, I think I come up here around 10 o'clock with everybody else, and I think it was within 15-20 minutes, by golly, we were starting to get this light show, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to miss that. I'm going to move to the front room, so I got the big window, and then I must have sat there for a good hour and a half, probably 11:30 before I went to bed with old Blue Dog, and we were just watching the show. He kind of went to sleep on me, but that's okay. Well, yeah. Here it is Monday. Me and Blue spent another night at the cabin, and no big surprise, but no storm, no rain, no nothing. But boy, did we have a good time sleeping up here last night. It was just quiet. We slept well. Weather was good. Beautiful day. Blue don't want to get out of bed. I don't blame him. Don't blame him a bit. So no fire going this morning. We're just kind of lazying around. Pretty sunny and decent outside right now this morning. The camper is still outside. Those folks have not left the campground. They're still here. Here's the truck. There's the trailer. I hear people inside moseying around, so they're probably getting up. Yeah. Brought some of my lava rock up. Some of this stuff, boy, has just been laying around my property for years. And I thought, you know what, dadgummer, why don't I bring some of that up to the cabin? Look at that flow, would you? That is lava flow. Yeah, pretty cool. And I do have a little piece here. I kind of keep it covered up because I don't want Jazzy getting a hold of this, but it's a shard. It's razor sharp. That would be a good little cutter piece. They used to make arrowheads out of this stuff. The Indians did back in the day, or I should say Native Americans. I can see why. Quite deadly. But yeah. That one I just keep it under covers. Don't want the kids getting into that. That would be bad. So, I may have maybe doing breakfast up here. We do. I will film that for you all. And see how that goes. But by God, the old cot slept real good. And my other room here, my Murphy, never got used this weekend. So we'll do that some other time. We'll make that a point. It'll have to happen. And yesterday, well, I should say last night, we cooked supper up here. Had burgers and dogs and all that good stuff. The fire is actually still going. It's smoldering. If I wanted to fire, all I gotta do is throw some kindling in there and we'd have us a pretty good breakfast cooker right there. You see my grate? Yeah. So we'll see, guys. If something happens, I'll film it for you. All right. Well, you notice my Hudson Bay blanket hanging there up from the rafter? Well, some ding-dong, I'm not going to mention my name, left the door open to the cabin all night one night. And guess what? Some male cat come in here and he peed on my blanket, and boy did it stink. Nothing worse than male cat pee. So, now it's going to hang up there and try and air dry, because it's wool. I guess the worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to hand wash it and hang it out. But I'm going to try this for maybe a week, see what happens. Maybe we can save it. Got old Blue Boy up here. He's visiting me at the cabin. Had to replenish our bones up here, and he was going to be my guard dog, make sure those bones got up here. You like them milk bones, don't you, pup? Good boy, Blue. You just hang with me, pup. We'll go up pretty quick, okay? Much as he likes it out here, he'd rather be outdoors or at the house, I think, but that's okay. Getting the hang of it, ain't you, Blue? Well, first week of school. Driving school bus. Not so bad. Weather, about 80 degrees, cloudy, no rain. Not too sunny, really. Been a very comfortable week for Oregon. Now that summer's winding down, time to go back to school, kids. As much as you love or hate, it's one of those things you gotta go through in life. You know, you stop and think about it, but education is probably your #1 priority in life. You got to have that education. It is important. Without it, you're not going to go very far in this whole life. Yep, I know for a fact. I went in the Army. I was 17 years old. I had graduated high school. I was young. I wanted to go in the Army, so my dad and mom had to sign me up to get me in the Army at that age. But as soon as I got out of the Army, I was gone 2 years during the Vietnam War. I was over in Germany. But I came back to America, and the first thing I wanted to do, go to PCC, which is a Portland Community College out here, and I went 3 years to this college to learn a trade. Best thing I ever did in my life, looking back. I learned to be an auto body paint man, and I lived most of my life doing that. Body and paint work on cars, trucks, you name it, bikes, motorcycles, tractors, log trucks, fire trucks, garbage trucks, just about everything, that rolls on wheels came to my shop in one form or another, and I got to fix it. The best part about it is when it comes in looking so beat up and ugly, it goes out looking brand new. And to me, my own self, that was awesome. I loved doing the work. To me, it brought great joy and satisfaction, and give me a reason to get up in the morning. I love going to work, love my job. So if you love your job, love what you do, it sure makes it easy to get out of bed. I'll tell you that. So, but school's on. I'm driving bus. I still enjoy it. I enjoy my kids. I enjoy all my coworkers. We have a lot of camaraderie going on out there at the bus barn. We all enjoy each other's company, I think. Some more than others. But I hope you guys enjoy my video. First time I ever spent a night at the cabin, and I spent 2 nights in a row. Who figured, right? So after 4 years, my cabin good enough for me to sleep in, and Blue enjoyed it as much as I did. I plan a lot more of those coming, so I know Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those holidays, hopefully maybe I can sneak a night or two away, and me and Blue can come to the cabin and we'll do some cooking and hanging out here, so you'll get to see all that. So that being said, adios as always, and remember, live your life carefully, would ya? And we'll see you on the next one. How are we looking, folks? Are we blurry? Am I blurry to you? Howdy. Howdy. Stop that. GoPro, stop recording.